Hey, where you hang up and you're watching Punkvideosrock.com.
Hey guys, Robert Herrera here with Punkvideosrock.com. We're hanging out backstage at Chain Reaction with the guys from You Hang Up. How you guys doing?
Good.
Awesome.
Good.
How was the drive from Arizona?
Hot. Yes.
Sweaty.
Our van is called the Red Rocket.
Okay.
The Red Rocket had a little bit of problems this morning and was overheating.
Oh,
so
man.
not only were we driving in 110-degree weather, but we had the heat on while we were driving in 110-degree weather. But we got here and we're happy, and it's part of being a rock band.
It's part of tour, right?
Exactly.
So, Aaron, you started the band initially as a solo project.
Yeah.
So, what led you to actually start working with a full band?
Well, when I recorded, back in 2007, it was just for fun, and I started getting, a lot of positive feedback from people, and they all started asking me when we were going to play out, and I was like, I can't really do all this live by myself, so I enlisted a few people, and we didn't really take it too seriously. A couple years went by, started picking it back up again, and really wanted to start getting into it, and the drummer that I had in mind to be my full-time drummer, just as we were kind of getting things going, he moved to Nashville to start a studio. And so I was like, all right, whatever. And it was kind of a big emotional hit for me, because I was really ready to start doing it. And I was about 3 days away from deleting the MySpace page and everything else, literally, I'm not even kidding.
Man.
Was about to just call it quits and focus on a 9-to-5, and I'd heard through the grapevine that Frankie was in town and was living in Phoenix, and that he was a drummer, and so I went to his page and I checked it out and saw a little drum clip of him, and I've been drumming for longer than I've been playing guitar and singing, and so I could tell that he had the chops, and so I shot him a message and said, hey, if you want to get together and jam sometime, let's get together and jam. And about 10 minutes later, we had confirmed we were going to meet for breakfast. And
Wow.
No. The response was, I don't want to jam. I want to be in the band. I don't want to just come play in a garage.
Yeah,
I want to do it.
it.
And he sent me a few clips of the songs, and it's one of those things people always kind of send you stuff. And you're like, oh, okay, let me listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, dude, it's good. I want to be a part of that. So.
But did it ever cross your mind, oh, well, because of your previous history and stuff like that, or was it straight oh, I just want to jam?
Well, I mean, for me, I've been playing drums since I was 12. I'd never been in a band. It was pretty much me playing to R. Kelly and Creed in my garage, and for 3 minutes a week. You know what I mean? I was never super serious about it, but I enjoyed it and wanted to be in a band. But I never thought it would happen, because it's one of those things I don't know how you start a band and it not be just a bunch of guys making noise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And so I was fortunate, to get hooked up with Aaron, and, here we are, touring, and I'm so proud of the product that we have, you know what I mean? And I think that's super important, but, I love it. It's
cool.
What I've always wanted to do.
And you guys just got out of the studio earlier this year, working on a debut album. What can you tell us about that?
It's we're very anxious to get it out. We're very anxious for everyone to hear the new stuff. These songs were, obviously the first thing we've recorded as a band, and we think they definitely take things to the next level compared to what is out there currently. On our pages and stuff. So just working away, getting everything lined up to release coming up soon. So
yeah, I was just gonna say really quick. We're really anxious to get it all out. And there's been a few times where we're like, let's just put it out there.
Just leak it.
But we're
stuff, live. You'll hear a lot of the songs.
Exactly.
But we're we've taken this long to do it, so we're waiting to do it the right way. It's just frustrating because everything people know about us is 3 or 4 years old.
Yeah.
And it's not current at all. And not that we're one of those bands that think our old stuff's dumb, but
no,
we've progressed so much.
Yeah, I was just telling Garrett, I love the music you guys have on there, and he's like, dude, that's old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Yeah.
I'm happy.
I think we're kind of really hoping too that with us being a fairly young band, we're working on building a fan base, and I think what we're hoping is that people that like the music that Aaron had written 3 or 4, some of it 5 years ago, that they'll, see the progression from then to now and become even bigger fans, and so it's just all about, and that's kind of our focus now, is getting out and playing and building that fan base and earning fans.
Yeah. So. And as far as the actual album, is it like a concept album? What's the story behind the album?
No, I mean, it may seem like that when you listen to it from start to finish, but that's not how we intended it to be. It's really hard to explain. There's a little bit of everything on the record in terms of, you know, I shouldn't say that. It's a rock record from start to finish, you know, and it's definitely You Hang Up from start to finish. You know, the elements that people like about You Hang Up from the EP are definitely still there, but modified and amplified, you know. And so I don't know. It's got some softer stuff. It's got a lot of harder stuff, and the newer stuff seems to be kind of going the direction of a little harder rock. But yeah.
Do you guys have like an album title yet, or an actual release date?
We haven't released any of that information yet. We do have an album title. I don't know. Are we saying
that you'd like to release with me, right?
Why don't we can release our
the album title is going to be called Lies.
Okay.
And as far as a release date, you know, we've kind of set the release date, and then kind of we obviously haven't announced it, but you know, we have so much that we want to do. We want to do it right. We want to do it big as we can. So you know, we're planning a huge tour around the release date too.
Okay.
So I don't want to say the date because it
might switch around, definitely,
sooner or later than that. So, but we've been waiting a year or 8-9 months now to release it.
I don't get how bands do that. Like, how can you do that?
It's tough, man.
It's frustrating.
Well, even like today, like coming out here, we were like, dude, let's just put a few of this, like a song out, so people can know what we're about.
Can we
now.
expect something like that anytime soon?
Well, we'll release the first single probably about a month or two before the album comes out, with a video and all that kind of stuff that we're working on now. So
because just gonna have a full package.
Yeah, we're going, you know, balls to the wall with it. We're not just gonna, you know, release it on our MySpace page. No, we're going big. We're going, you know, as big as we can.
I think one really important thing to talk about too is that Frankie drove here on the way today with his arm out the window. So he's got that, and notice it's not even. It doesn't match.
Your arm sits on the windowsill the whole way, right, with the sun blaring on it.
Just thought you guys needed to know about that.
I was gonna ask if you guys were at the beach earlier. Like. So you've been Frankie. You've been a jack of all trades, pretty much. How do you like this new lifestyle with music?
You know, of all the things I've done in my life, which I've been very fortunate to experience a lot of cool things, but this is my most, like, the favorite thing I've done so far. You know, I really enjoy playing live. I love the music, you know, and I like being with the guys, you know what I mean? And it's something that, you know, I feel like we're starting from the ground up. You know what I mean? So it's kind of cool to be a part of the process, you know, from when I first joined the band and we, you know, first started playing to now, you know what I mean? We've already kind of taken a big step forward, still got a lot of steps to go, but you know, I love it, and I want to do it for as long as I can. You know, it's a lot more work than I think anyone thinks. Yeah. You know, being in a band, as far as all the day-to-day stuff and getting everything planned. It's
another full-time job.
Literally, like, I'm losing my hair, and it's because of trying to deal with figuring all this band stuff out.
So they're driving you crazy.
Well, I'm just really anal and really stressed person, and like, I like to make sure everything is, you know, perfect, and it's really hard to do for a band. But
and tour life, I mean, you guys haven't fully hit a tour yet. It's been, you know, off dates, but you guys just had a festival. I saw your video you guys posted.
Yeah.
So what was that like with scorching heat?
It was super humid. I think it was 98 degrees with 68% humidity.
No, it was 98 degrees with 168% humidity. You'd sit down and you literally would be soaking wet.
Yeah, I was just standing there waiting for sound check, and there's a constant stream coming off my fingers, just waiting there. I was like,
it was miserable.
In fact, you'll see this is going to be our next show since then, and you'll see our guitars are still completely drenched in sweat tonight. They look like garbage. Yeah.
What other plans do you guys have aside from this show?
We've got a bunch of dates, like one-off dates planned. We're playing Tucson September 10th, LA, we're playing the Whiskey September 11th, and then we have a bunch of college dates planned. So we go to Princeton University, you know, a bunch of like kind of flying dates. But when we do release the album, we'll have a good 45 to 60 city tour that we're gonna do. So that'll be the first real experience. Hopefully we have the Red Rocket fixed by then.
Will it be a first experience for you or for the whole band entirely, as far as that long tour goes?
We did a tour a year ago, about 3 weeks. so nothing that long. But
Yeah.
3 weeks was pretty good. It was a good experience.
We were playing every night back to back, so
How did that go?
It was a good taste. It went well. It went really well, actually. We
Yeah.
got
We have some stories from that 3 weeks already.
Go for it. Share it.
Well, no.
Share with us.
Well, like our not this van, our old van blew up in Richmond, but we still drove it blown up to Charlotte.
What?
But then we got there and took it to a dealership. They're like, no, you can't drive this. So our next show the next night was in Dallas. So it's literally a 21-hour drive that we had to do overnight, miserable. And 2 fans, these girls were like, we'll drive you. We're like, well, we have a trailer and 5 guys. They're
That's
like,
crazy.
oh, I'll just get my dad's truck. So literally it was like a 4-person truck, and then 3 guys were in the back of the back of the bed of the truck for 21 hours.
We got rained on. We got sunburned. They obviously used it to haul hay because there was like an inch thick layer of hay, and it was just whirlwinding like a dirt devil for. I think I spent about 8 or 9 hours back there.
I made sure that I drove the whole entire 21 hours just so I didn't have an opportunity to ride in the back of the.
Well, you met our road manager, Garrett.
Yeah.
He still has. That was like over a year ago. He still has tan lines from that sunburn.
It's true.
If
So
you're
you guys
lucky,
have
he'll show
experienced a
you.
lot within these past couple of years, then.
Yeah.
And lastly, You Hang Up. Is it as corny as I want to say, as far as the title?
It
Pretty
is.
much.
It is. It is.
Just assume the worst.
You hang up.
And that's it.
No. No, you hang
I
up.
like that. I like that.
It's his fault though. He's the lead singer, so we get to blame it on him.
Yeah.
It started with the acoustic stuff, right?
Well, we played in old bands years and years and years ago, and he had some "You Hang Up" moments on the road.
Yeah, if anybody understands the meaning, it's probably me. But no, it is exactly what you think it is, and I just figured, people would either think it's funny, or the people that didn't get it would just think it's like some kind of artistic name that they don't understand, and it would be cool.
Have you guys gotten people thinking that because of the name, you guys might be like more in like the emo pop scene, or?
It's definitely kind of sets a cheesy pop precedence, which isn't necessarily a good thing. And had I known that, I would have gone with a different name.
It's not necessarily a bad thing. I think I like, my favorite reaction is when people come and hear us play and they go, I wasn't expecting you guys to do that. Like, that was awesome. You know what I mean? Like, I like that reaction more than people kind of expecting, knowing what to expect. So let them think whatever they're going to think.
Prove it afterwards, right?
This is all. Seriously.
You guys want to close us off? Any words you want to give out to your fans?
I just want to say thanks to all the diehard fans that we've got for sticking it out with us for the same 4 songs for so many years. We've got a lot more really good, solid songs coming your way very soon. So we appreciate you sticking it out, and we promise we're going to be giving you a lot more music here in the future. So.